right, so things just got real weird. It's Friday, work day's wrapping up, and I was doing some research while I was on the road on pricing and markups and what dealers are doing with their cars and what cars are on the lots. And as I'm doing the research, I find a Swinger Challenger in Sublime Green at Orange Coast Auto, Orange Coast Dodge in Costa Mesa, California. And I called for the hell of it just to find out what they're asking. And the salesman was good. His name's Max, and the guy was amazing. I mean, he's downright just honest with me, straight up, didn't play around, and wants to make a deal. So in the following my advice that I shared with all of you, which is go to the dealership and roll in the dirt and see if they'll get done. I don't know if it can get done. What I know is that I feel like it might be able to get done.
But I'm happy to move a vehicle if you have a reasonable offer to make.
I don't know what that means. Do you guys have a markup on the vehicle? What's the price if I come down there with $100 bills? How many $100 bills do I need to have to buy that car today?
Sure. How many $100 bills would you like to offer me for the vehicle? We're happy to accept a reasonable offer. That is not a vehicle with a set price. That's a vehicle that we're taking offers off.
So you don't have
a limited production vehicle.
So you don't have a price on that car?
Well, I do. I've got a sticker price, but it's not selling for sticker price. It's selling for whatever the best offer that we get in is, and whatever offer seems real. So if we have a customer down here with a real price and a real offer, we will really accept that offer. But we would need somebody to make us an offer first. Would you like to make an offer on the vehicle?
I saw the Swinger. I thought, well, I got a Scat Pack now. Maybe I'll just go buy a Scat Pack, and then if the Demon comes, I'll worry about that later. But I got to come in there with my briefcase and cash, and we'll figure it out. I think my advice to everybody would be the same thing: is go into the dealership, show them you're serious, show them you have the money, and try to make a deal. So what you're saying is, I'm not going to come in there, make you guys an offer, and you guys are going to be like, okay, thanks for the offer. Now we're going to wait for more. If you guys feel comfortable with it, we can make a deal the same day. You're not just waiting for,
exactly. It's not that I'm waiting for a better offer to come in.
Right. So I'm going to my bank right now to pick up a very large check to take to that dealership and roll in the dirt and see what I can do. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. Maybe I get the Swinger, maybe I don't get the Swinger, but I'm driving down there. Simply doing research for all of you led me into this crazy situation. So this may end up with a video on YouTube for y'all to watch, or this may not go anywhere, because if I don't buy it, there's not going to be a video. So if you're watching this now, we got a Swinger. So that's pretty cool. And you know how much I love that Sublime Green. Now, what's that mean about the Demon? Oh my God, am I just giving up on the Demon for the Swinger? Well, considering the Swinger is only going to be 1,000 of those things, and the Challengers in that Sublime Green, it's probably less than that, probably 500 of those things, then that's a hell of a more rare car, but certainly not as fun as the Demon 170. So the short answer is, yeah, I'm still getting the Demon 170. I mean, that thing shows up, you better believe I'm still going to figure out how to get that thing. So I may be ramen noodles, and I may be living in a mobile home somewhere, but it does not matter. I will have that Demon 170 if everything goes as planned. And so far, my recent updates are everything's going as planned. So let's head to the bank, get this check, and go to the dealership and see if we can make a deal. All right, we are here. Let's go get the check. All right, so we've got our check. Let me see here. I can show it to you. Well, it's in this envelope anyways. And we are headed to the dealership, almost there. And I don't know what's going to happen here. It may not happen. It may happen. If the video is up, then it probably happened. So you're going to see in a minute. But I'm going to go in there and we're going to wrestle and we'll see what happens. All right, so before we pull into the dealership, I do have to mention that I have had zero discussion with my wife. Nothing. This just happened. And I had an option earlier to call her, share this idea with her, or just do it, because, that's what I do. But my concern is if I share it with her, that her natural reaction will be to tell me not to do it and all the reasons not to do it. So for that reason, just like with all my other cars, I'm not doing it. Ooh, look at that. There's a white Swinger there. Wow, they got a couple. They got the Charger. Should I just get the Charger? Wait a minute here. There's no parking in this place. Unreal. And there is a, oh wow, a green Charger. Wow. But these aren't, unfortunately, these are not manuals. So this one up here is the manual, and this is the Challenger. So I think the Challenger is a much better option. Look at that. And it, oh, that thing's so nice. And it has the manual transmission, which you don't get with the Charger. All right, let's see what we can do here. It's a nice red one. It's a Hellcat. Oh, jeez. Maybe I'll just buy a Hellcat. Oh my God, that's nice. That's cheap too. All right, let's go in there. Uh-oh, here's a fun fact. That is the Hornet that I ordered. That's the Hornet that I ordered. I hope they don't put two and two together. That's my Hornet. I never came and picked up, and it's still here. Oh no, that's hilarious. So I'm on my phone because bringing a big camera in here might freak people out, but it looks like we got a deal. We got to check out. I'm not going to sell my Scat Pack. Looks like we're going to trade that thing in, and we're going to get the Swinger. So unless something happens between now and when I end up in finance, you're going to see a reveal in just a few minutes. So stay tuned. All right. So as I mentioned, the deal's happening. They're in there doing the paperwork now. They gave me great trade-in money. I'll tell you all about that later on, probably in another video when I get into the details of this whole deal. But my Charger, sadly, it'll go away. Served me well. Learned a lot with that car. You guys watched a lot of videos with that car in it, and I appreciate that tremendously. But today, in my search for information to share with you all for this weekend's video, I ended up buying a car, and that is insanity. And I may take some heat because this is getting a little ridiculous, but check this out. They've got a Swinger Charger, they've got another Swinger Charger, and they've got another Swinger Challenger in the F8 green. That is very nice too, but they have a beautiful plum crazy red eye, which I almost switched to, but if I'm going to get the Demon, it just doesn't make sense, and I don't want to spend that much money for a car I'm going to drive a lot, probably daily, which will be the Swinger for now, which is weird, I know, but it's going to be awesome. And then they have a black red eye. Look at this thing. This is gorgeous, and I thought about trying to make a deal on that. But again, I have a 170 that I'm counting on getting delivered, and I don't need to be this deep in cars. And then look at this red one. This thing is really cool. This is $92,000, a jailbreak red eye, and I've never been a big fan of red, but this is a beautiful red. I mean, that is just awesome. So anyways, they're in there working the paperwork now, getting the paperwork done so I can sign it all, and then leaving the car. And then when they roll it out, we're going to reveal that thing. And it turns out, yeah, I think that is. Turns out it's like 99% chance that is the car I ordered. And they said they can't get those sold. I wonder why. Well, because it's an Alfa Romeo. But it's not horrible, but it's just not something that I could even get my parents to take, unfortunately. But look at all those beauties. They're starting to show up, everybody. And there's a bunch of 392 Durangos. So come to Orange Coast, see Max, and make a deal on a car. And follow my instructions. Come down here, be serious about making a deal, and make your best offer. Roll in the dirt, put the time in, and they'll treat you fairly. I'll tell you, I beat up on the dealers, but when I find a good one, I'm going to call them out. And this dealer is reputable, honorable. They did me right. So as long as this deal comes to fruition and they don't roll out here in a different car than the one I bought, we'll be driving home in a pretty incredible car. So we'll reveal it in a second. All right, so now we're in the lounge, which is great because it beats the heck out of being in a conference room, getting worked over. So we've already done all that really quick, really easy. Showed up, as I shared with you all, being serious with a check in hand, ready, willing, and able to do the deal, and they were incredibly fair. So we put a deal together for this incredible car I'm going to show you in a second, and I'm blown away. So This is the color I wanted. You all know that from prior videos, so this is going to be awesome. So stay tuned for the reveal. So I also know you all want to know how much I paid. You want to know the details. You know, did I finance? Did I pay cash for the car? Did I, get screwed on the interest rate because the market is what it is right now? What did I do? How did I do this? And I'll tell you, just know I'm not going to get into that in this video. In subsequent videos, we will talk more, but just know I follow my principles, I follow what I share, and I stick to my commitments. And I'll tell you, I'm doing this deal because this deal makes all the sense in the world. There's no way I can lose on this thing. So we'll talk about that more later. But right now, I just want to get this deal done, get on the road with the keys in my hand, where I know it's my car. Because until this thing is done and the keys are in my hand, it's almost hard to believe that this is even happening. And you will get to see when I show my wife this video. Oh, and yes, there is that feeling of anxiety knowing that she's going to be quite shocked because, as she says, the BS never stops. And in this situation, I think I'm taking things to a pretty crazy level, but it makes sense. The deal makes sense. See, I'm practicing what I'm going to say to her. So after we get the car, we'll go home and we'll get her reaction on film, and hopefully it's not so horribly offensive and vulgar that I could actually show you that video. So stay tuned for that. This is going to be a great video. I promise you it's going to be a great video, especially when we tell her. Oh, jeez. All right, call me, people. Let's get this thing done. Let's sign those papers. Let's go. Ready to do the deed? Ready to get undressed and make it happen?
What was that?
This is where you take me down.
Thanks, man. Thanks for your service here.
Yeah.
What branch?
Air Force.
Awesome. Good deal. Your current car, where's the finance now?
Navy Federal.
Navy Federal.
All right, so it's dark, and I'm sure you're wondering why I didn't just reveal a card to you all. And in a whole crazy sequence of events that changed the entire deal and scared me away was I signed all the papers, the deal was done, I went to swipe my card for the down payment, and it got declined. And yep, I'm admitting it, everybody, it got declined. And here's why. Because my bank did not like that I spent that much money on my ATM card. So that led to running it as a credit card, which led to another decline, which led to a full lockdown on my bank account for 24 hours, and I panicked. And I thought that is a sign from above. That is God himself telling me not to lie to my wife one more time and to buy a car without having a conversation with her. And all of a sudden the guilt kicked in. Usually I can outrun the guilt. In this case, I did not outrun the guilt. So on the way home, I called her, and it was later than normal, and she's like, it's like almost 8 o'clock, what are you up to? And I'm like, I almost bought a car, and I backed out, and I thought she'd be proud of me. There's a moment where I thought, man, she's going to be proud of me for the first time ever, it's going to be an awesome thing, and then guess what? She told me I need to get my ass back in the car and go buy this car. So she's with me, everybody. Say hi. So it's because of you we're going to buy a car this time.
Yes.
So in all the videos, she's usually mad. And in this one, she's like, you get back to that dealership now.
First time I was not mad.
So why are you cool now? Are you good with it now?
Because I don't like this car. And I've never liked this car. I don't like the white. It's boring. It's a Charger. The Challenger looks so much better. The blue, at least, you kind of got away with it. But this, like, a green wide-body Challenger with a manual, you can't not. You can't not.
Right.
Yeah.
So she's making me go buy the car. So that's different.
What I said was turn the car back around and go buy it.
Yeah.
And you're like, the guy's gone. And I'm like,
call him back now. Call him back now and go get that car. I'm like, well, you don't have to tell me 3 times. So
no, I did actually.
Yeah, because I was.
I think I told you like 4 times. And you're like, well, I don't have a check. And I was like, I'll give you a check.
She hides the checks from me.
I hide the checks from you because when we get down to one check and I have to reorder them,
Yeah. No, I get it.
it's a problem.
So I got a check in hand, but the card will get through because Citibank calls me on the way home and tells me, oh, your account's fine. Sorry about that, sir. That was you. So we're going to unlock your account and you can go freaking crazy if you want to. So now we're going to go back and we're going to get this car now. And one way or another, we're leaving with it. As long as nothing else happens, right? So it's going to go good.
Nothing else is going to happen.
This is going to work out. All right, so let's go finish this deal. Then I'll show you guys the car in the dark. Hopefully they have some light there.
If that car paint is bright enough that it does not matter how dark it is, in a dark, moonless southern Illinois night, you'd be able to find that thing.
That thing's bright.
Yeah.
It is super bright. So
You could hide it in the corn and you'd find it. Yeah.
that's right. I can't beat this deal. So, all right.
No, it's a good deal.
All right, let's go get it. And we're back, and it looks like it's well lit. So we might be able to see the... or no, maybe not. Maybe not up here. But either way, the car should be up front. It is up front. Look at that.
Oh my God. Can we take the yellow thing off?
Yes, the yellow thing's
We
going
have to
off.
dry-
By the way, for the record, I hate Logan Paul, but I do love this drink. It's amazing. And look at that color. That's hilarious.
Why do you hate Logan Paul?
Because he's a scammer. I like Logan Paul. But,
Can you at least tint the windows?
oh yeah, I'll tint the windows.
Back?
Sorry to make you work later,
No,
dude.
you're fine. David's gone, right?
I already signed everything.
Yeah, but we gotta take his money.
Now the money, the bank called me on the way home. We're sorry about that.
Yeah, what's up?
Awesome.
So you just, hey, how are you? Yeah, we'll meet inside.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you again. Hi, how are you?
Hi,
Jamie.
Jamie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So did you clear the issue with the bank?
Yeah, they said it was fine. And they said it should go through just fine this time.
Okay.
But if not, I brought a check. So if you're good with it, I'm good with it. See if it works. I gotta do this. I gotta film this.
Here, let me try it. Let me try. Oh,
They swore I'd be good.
Well, you have
the
a
client.
check.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, look at that. Amen. Look at that. You feel good? You feel good? Dude, I was so upset earlier. You don't even know. I was like, this is God telling me not to do it. All right, everybody, the deal is done. Let's show them the car. We'll show it to you one more time in the daylight tomorrow. But right now, there it is. The 2023 Last Call Swinger 6-speed manual. Yes, the banana's coming off the front. Shaker hood. This is awesome. This is a beautiful car. And the deal is done. So let's say goodbye to that. We got to take our stuff out of there and wrap it up and go.
Right now, everything else works.
No, dude. Dude, I know these cars like the back of my hand. So there it is, everybody. Beautiful car. Can I give you a plug? This is Max with Orange Coast Dodge Chrysler. Tried to buy a car here, guys, like 6 years ago. The deal didn't happen. And I'm glad because today I get to say I bought the first car I bought here was the Swinger. How beautiful is that? So give Max a call. I'll put his contact in the description below. But they treated me fairly. They were honest. He didn't play around. He didn't play the game with me on the phone, which I really appreciate. He answered the question the best way. And I respect a good salesperson that doesn't lie, cheat, and steal. And I'm glad I'm leaving in this thing and not that, which has my name on it. So good luck in selling that. But this...
Be your local fleet manager, and we'll make it nice and easy for
You'll
you.
make it happen. But no, dude, you're a good dude and honest. And when the deal fell apart...
Names on it?
I saw his name's on it. That's hilarious.
When the deal fell apart, he didn't panic, but he didn't say, you're effing with me, right? And I'm like, normally I do. Normally, I come out and I tell the guy, oh, the deal died. And then it really died. She made me come back. So thank you, honey.
Thank
We
you.
got the
You're
car.
welcome.
Say goodbye to...
I need to get my thing
That
out of
thing.
it. Do you
All
have the keys or?
Yeah, we'll open that up. We got our stuff. So tomorrow,
I don't know.
in about 2 seconds, I'll show you guys this thing in the daylight, and then we'll wrap this video up.
Oh, shoot, you got another one! Is it manual?
Yeah.
So you're gonna teach me?
Yeah.
Dude! I saw your post and I sent it to Alex and I was like, look how sick this thing is. Bro.
That's coming off tomorrow.
This thing's so sick! You got
That's
another
crazy.
one? I know, just wait here as long as it's not.
So it's a shaker and a swinger?
Swinger's a special edition
Yes.
with the shaker hood.
So much better than this car.
Oh, you sold the car?
Yeah,
New car. New YouTube video. Look, you got a little green.
I know, huh?
Turbo.
This is so nice, huh? That green crazy or what?
See, okay, so now is your heart happy that you finally got a green?
Yeah.
So now you're not gonna make that demon green?
No, the demon's gonna be black.
It's black.
Yeah.
Which I'm super excited for. Yes. Subscribe to OC Motivator!
Woo! Alright, thanks guys. See ya. I love you too.
The next day.
All right, let's get you a quick walk around. Sometimes I scratch my own head when I do the things I do, but look at the pink and the green. It's like a watermelon going on over here. Anyways, I can care less that it's a swinger. As I said before, sticker package. But I do love that it's a manual, that it's green, that it's got a shaker hood. So, what a car. What do you think? This thing is incredible. All right, we're gonna rip that thing off and then take this thing to the first car meet today. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.